Well, you decided against the 3-6s?
I know they're there. One's
No,
on
we-
the bench, yeah. It's quite funny. I was talking to one of them this morning, and I said, geez, imagine 3 of you on the field at the same time. And I says, they're going to get no ball.
Must be easy to name an unchanged side though after last week's performance?
Yeah, it's always good to stick with continuity in the group. Builds familiarisation, it keeps people in sync, and also it just builds confidence and cohesion. But yeah, the challenge this week is it's a different opposition with different threats. As long as the group's got the detail, and that's the important thing to realise, that this week's group, the Rebels are a good side. They are where they are because of their ability to attack well. They present themselves or look to exploit a number of opportunities, and they're the second top try scorers in the competition. So that gives you an idea of their innovation in first phase, and they've got some very strong carriers as well.
I take it that means there's no ways that you guys can underestimate them in any way.
We've certainly done our homework on them. And they've taken a bit more homework than most other sides because of what they try to do. So they'll test us. It's going to be a good challenge.
John, can you read anything into the last weekend against the Jaguars, or do you feel it's just one of those things that happens in Super Rugby?
Yeah, they had a blip. Yeah, they had the lead, and then the Jaguars enjoyed a large sum of possession, and they just kept coming at them and ultimately succumbed. But they had the opportunity to win the match as well, or draw the match. Yeah, so you've got to commend them for their ability to certainly take the risk of trying to win the match.
John, are you apprehensive of speaking up your team? Because I guess in the last few weeks you've almost showered a lot of praise on the opposition, and it seems as if people are oblivious to the fact that you guys are playing well, first of all, but secondly, now you've managed to put those W's next to those performances.
Yeah, we've earned it in the last 2 weeks. What's important to understand is that performance comes from good preparation, and so it's about resetting each week and dealing with a new race that has different challenges. So I think we're getting used to that kind of thinking, and it does keep our feet on the ground, and it certainly demands of the athlete to make sure that he does his homework, gets his role right, so he can arrive on the weekend with clarity and confidence. If at any point in time we get ahead of ourselves or complacent and do not take responsibility for that work early in the week, well then we will turn up short. So and I think the guys are understanding how important it is to realise that you've got to nail each day in order to arrive at the weekend.
John, you mentioned the ball carrying threat of the Rebels, and obviously Murphy is at the forefront of that. But you guys must take a lot of confidence from last weekend, the way you handled Andre Esthuizen and the Duprees and that sort of thing. Is it just the same plan? Is that what you envisage bringing on Saturday, because it worked?
Yeah, he arrives with his carries in certain areas in the game, so we've got a clear picture of that. We just now got to get our shoulders on him.
John, playing the game at 3, do you see that as an additional bonus apart from playing at home?
Yeah, we like playing at home. It's a fast surface. The grass in Durban last week was a bit too long for us, and especially when the rain comes. So we like a fast surface. So we're looking forward to it.
And the kickoff being at 3.
At 3, 3 it'll be. I think it's we're not going to experience rain. So 3 o'clock's a great kick-off times. Traditionally it's been the way we've always played the game. Now that obviously we're in a game dominated by the by the broadcasters. We play at night time a lot more, so that love 3 o'clock kickoffs. And it'll be great, like if it's great weather, it'll be fantastic to see a home crowd come in and enjoy the the experience of playing at 3 o'clock. It is always a good experience.
Coach, talking about the home crowd here, how important is it for you guys to not only put up good performances here, but also win the games here and make this a fortress that it once was?
Yeah, that's winning pays the bills. But winning's not the be end all. It's what's important is creating a tribe, an excited tribe of people that feel like they belong, and that we create an atmosphere at home that where people want to come to. That's so at the end of the day, we're doing something, and we're having greater thinking around and having a purpose around doing something for a larger group of people than ourselves. So our community, our tribe is really important. We have to earn that right. So we're working very, very hard to convince the people that our style of football, our values, and the way that we go about things is very much aligned to where some people want to become part of. So if we can continue to demonstrate that and along the way get good performances, then I'm sure we're going to attract more people, and they'll be excited about belonging and coming along to Loftus.
John, I see JC, according to your statement as well, has played more than 560 minutes, played virtually every game. Is there some time in the future that you're going to manage him a little bit more conservatively?
Yeah, every player will be in that situation, so we're well aware of the load and the time spent on the field. So in this 7-week period, we will have to do more management, but a lot of it will be within our own working week, so that players can arrive and play the minutes. I guess it's every coach's dream that if you can get the job done early, then you can also look after players as well. But as you know, in this competition, that doesn't always exist. So but we've got good data on our players now that we're able to manage them.
Coach, I think they'll be without this the Aussie scrum of the Rebels. Does that in any way change your approach to the game?
No, not at all. They'll come with the same structures. They'll come with attack that's very flat. They'll also come with attack out the back. They'll come with attack that 8 off the back and 9 playing a right hand side at some point. So they'll come with all that. It's just a change of person. The 9 that they're likely to play, he's very strong physically. So I think they'll play exactly the same way.
Brother, do you feel as if obviously the wins against the Stormers and Sharks are affirmation of what you guys have been doing, and the fact that it's been the right thing to do right now?
I just think the Sharks game just showed a learning process for us, coming off the game in Christchurch against Crusaders with the same conditions. I think that game we overplayed, and if there wasn't a learning progress for us from that game to where we've been to against the Sharks, it might have went against us again. So just a learning curve for the guys, especially with the weather conditions, to adjust to that. But happy to get the win away from home. We certainly didn't think it was going to be that big a margin, but good to get the extra 2 tries at the end as well.
Burger, can you even remember what last season was like? Because this season the morale must be high in the change room.
I think the morale has been good the last couple of games, but I think it's something that we've been building on since Currie Cup phase. So the guys are starting to get to know each other, or they actually know each other by now. And like you guys always ask if there's motivation needed or something like that. So at the moment, I just think the guys are enjoying their rugby.
And coming up against the Rebels, you had a good victory last week. This is a tough team you're facing, and like one of the guys asked earlier, does that give you maybe authority to undermine them?
I don't think we're going to undermine them. I think the guys know that every week you have to give your best performance. Every week's a new challenge, so yeah, that's the way we see it. And yeah, it's definitely good to be back at home, especially playing at 3. Coach Paul Anthony always said we ordered the sun that time, so hopefully it's going to be a good one.
John, just looking at your loose trio, 2 of the 3 of them, Marco and Tembelani, are both guys who arrived here at the beginning of the season, probably not first choice guys, have really played themselves into the team and really been exceptional in their work rate and on the field as well. Maybe just a word or two on that.
Yeah, they're physical, aren't they? And they've got high work rates. Marco's, a very understated guy, just gets on with his work, and he's just growing, from performance to performance. And Boldy's improved, very well. So I guess that's an example, of where our environment's at. It's very much a learning environment, and if you disengage, then you're going to miss out on growing as a player and as a person. So I like the physicality of those players, and some of the players that haven't featured or have been intermittent, Tim has obviously had seven's obligations. Nick is not ready yet. Janu's not ready yet, and Giannis is not ready yet. So the difficult thing for a lot of the guys in the team is that they're very afraid to let go of their position, because if somebody's presented an opportunity after them, they're generally taking it. So which is a good sign. So there's really good healthy competition.
Brother, how do you guys handle the sort of weight of expectation? Because in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, there's this talk of this Bulls team doing well and people coming back to Loftus again, and Loftus being what it used to be in the past. How do you guys as a team handle that expectation from especially your own fans?
I don't think we focus on that. We said at the start of the season, everyone put the building phase on us. So I think we set the standards in the beginning of the year, what we want to achieve, and so it's still training progress for us. Every week's a new challenge. So if we can go in and just meet our standards every week, then we'll be happy with it. We don't like the tags that we get normally, but we're not focusing on that at the moment.
But it's nice to see yourself in second place in the South African Conference.
Definitely.
To add to that, Bodo, it's very much about upholding our standards, and as we surpass the standard that we set for ourselves, we look to chase a better standard. So that's kind of how we go about it. So it's more about our internal standard and new standards. It's more about upholding those than where we sit on the log, or I guess the nice pats on the back that we get from time to time. We're also very savvy around understanding that if we don't get it right, we understand what the other side looks like as well. We've experienced that for too long. So if there is enough motivation to stay on task, then upholding standards is the right way to go.
But it's difficult to ignore that, John, because people here have been quite desperate. It's been 7-8 years now since they've seen a trophy.
Yeah, I'm not desperate, mate. So I won't put that anxiety on my group.
Burger.
Thank you very much.